Have you ever thought of some indifferences between you and your coworker at your job? I'm gonna give you a minute to think about it. I like to talk about gender inequalities as many people experience it in different ways, and um it's a topic that most people don't hear about it since it needs to be more talked about more. In this speech, you will learn it's important as you will learn the three types of gender inequalities, which include economical, physical, and mental health. First, gender discrimination is an action that excludes or disadvantages people based on their gender. This quote comes from The Effects of Gender Discrimination on Health by Viens. This quote is important as it defines what a gender discrimination is, and it's something that's unfair. Next, I will talk about a brief example. This example talks about the lower wages throughout women's careers and how they have to work more during the year at a lower percent of money. This quote comes from the Joint Economical Committee member, Color Melanie. Both of these quotes are important as it describes the idea of gender inequalities, which it includes pay, and it's unfair. Next, I'll talk about the economical side. This is a quote that comes from Laura Fitzgerald and Richard Van Damme. The GPG is even greater and is disarranged it's arranged by age, race, and ethnicity. The female median, usually really earns ratio group, is lower compared to men, in which older women took home 55 more less cents than the average group. And this quote is important as it describes the type of money women are making or in their jobs. And before I move on, take a look at this bar graph. This picture shows the two different age groups of women and how much they're earning at their job. As you can see, younger women are making a little bit more than older women. But in between the two, there's not really big of a difference of how much they're making. So you can see the difference, in which it is unfair, since older people are making much more less money than younger people. And that is a major problem. The GPA is even greater by race, intensity, and female to male median weekly earnings ratio. In 2015 showed that women between 16 and 34 years old earn 90% of their male competitors. This means that they're earning much more less than men, in which they're making, more money, less money than than other people. That quote also came from the U.S. Gender Pay the Way Forward by Laura Fitzgerald and Richard Flanagan. Gender discrimination causes stress, which leads to be a stressor, which that affects the mental health. Things, for example, a study found that women with discrimination at work are more likely to call in sick, and they have problems with working with others at their jobs. Those women have also experienced sexual harassment. Stress can cause chronic pain, and that chronic pain leads to high blood pressure, health-related issues, and also mental health issues, in which it leads for them to lose their job because they can maintain a job due to all that. For example, as you can see, this is a testimony example of a soccer player who demanded she should pay more. She should get paid more as other soccer players get paid more. And then after this cause, it made it possible for women to have Women's Day in which they celebrate women. Some of the quotes she said was, "One cannot simply overperform in quality," she said, "or be excellent enough to escape discrimination." That's the quote that came from this famous soccer player. Both of these codes are major keys as it helps explain the problems that are caused by mental health and physical health. To wrap this up, you have learned the different types of gender inequalities, which include economical, physical, and mental health.